To all who listen to this happy pod, welcome. My name is Noah Parker, and this is my world of wonder, bringing you a touch of Disney magic every week. Today I'm joined by my beautiful wife, Adriana.
Hi, everyone.
Yet again. She's kind of starting to be less of a guest host and more of like the co-host.
No. Thank you. I like that
will
title.
Occasionally be not replaced, that's the wrong word to say, but
Just like
you're like the semi-regular.
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You are the co-host, really.
Thank you.
But then sometimes we have someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes we have both of us and
Yeah.
someone else.
That's true.
So, anyway,
Mhm.
I digress a lot. So,
What are we doing today?
yes. So today we wanted to do something a little bit different, and if I'm being honest, it's actually an audible. I decided that I wanted to change what we were originally doing for today's podcast. But we'll do that another time. But it kind of what I want to do today kind of could seem like we're getting outside of what I originally said I didn't want the podcast to be. And that was, I said specifically that I did not want to be a news source.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that still will stand true after we're done here today. Because what I think I'm doing, what I think we are doing, if I'm doing this correctly, is we are not breaking the news.
Yeah.
What I want to do today is talk about the news.
We're reacting
and
to
react to it, share our
Yeah.
thoughts, our feelings, our opinions.
Exactly.
So I think we are still standing outside
Yeah.
of that news source
close.
realm. So
I
as long as
agree.
I stay there, I think I'm okay for now. I mean, it's
Yeah.
one of those things where if in the future we decide to move to Florida and I could be in the parks every single day, then that would make it a
Yeah.
lot easier to be a news source.
And giving
But like the fact that I can't be in the parks every day, like I don't know how I could possibly keep up on the news
right.
without following other people and literally just taking their news and resharing it.
Exactly.
And I don't want to do that. I want to
Mhm.
give the credit where the credit is due and share it and react to it.
Okay.
That being said, I put it down at the bottom, but I'm actually going to talk about it now. And that is the places that I get my Disney news. Today we're kind of talking about the parks, but we're also stretching out into the realm of Disney Cruise Line just a little bit. Kind of all inclusive, like Disney Vacation
Okay.
news, really, is what I guess we're talking about. And so there's a bunch of sources. There's technically 3 different like organizations, but several different Instagram pages. The first of which is Disney Food Blog, which I've talked about several times before, as well as allears.net. Both are blogs, but also have not pretty active, really active Instagram pages.
Yeah.
And they're both pretty active on YouTube as well. And All Ears isn't really that much into the news side of things on the YouTube, but still very entertaining and informative, infotainment. The other organization, I guess, it's an organization with several different pages on Instagram specifically is where I follow them, but they also do have blogs for each one. And that is WDWNT, which is Walt Disney World News Today. That's how you'd find it on Instagram, is by searching WDWNT. Then there's also Disneyland News Today, which you would search just that to find it on Instagram. And then Disney Cruise Line News Today, which you would search DCL News Today.
Okay.
Those guys are the ones who are really breaking the news like almost instantaneously. Like it's kind
Wow.
of impressive how fast they're able to get things out.
Click of a button these days.
Yes. So those are the people that we have pulled our information from today, and we will figure out a way to share these posts somehow. I don't know how to do that.
What do you mean?
Like repost,
Repost. What?
like Instagram posts and stuff. Do you know how to do that?
Like put their tag them?
Not tag. Like is there a way to repost someone else's picture? Like link.
Oh yeah, I think so. I'll figure it out.
If you can figure it out, that's where it'll be. If not, you can go to our brand new website.
Oh, there you go.
It's not really a brand new website. It's actually a website that's existed for a while. I guess this is a whole lot of information real quick before we actually get into the topic, but I feel like it's going to be necessary later, so I might as well just put it out now.
Okay.
kind of a little bit of backstory, and I don't know why I haven't talked about this with Mom on the show yet, but maybe we can throw this in for April's podcast. We can talk a little bit more about it. But basically, we decided that we wanted to create kind of a family business website, or I guess kind of like an umbrella corporation. Like, I don't know, it's not really a corporation, but like an umbrella. I don't know. It's not incorporated, but I'm going to use the word, even though I know it's technically wrong. It's an umbrella corporation that all of me and my siblings and my parents can operate under. I think the goal is eventually to incorporate it or something. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. But it's kind of a thing that we can all operate under, where we can bring our family, our individual projects together as a family. And we called that the Ohana Dream Project, because Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind, of course, as famously quoted from Stitch, or Lilo and Stitch, rather. So we created this company called the Ohana Dream Project, and basically we just operate under that for things like would be the parent company of the Noah Parker channel, technically, but also technically not, because neither of them are really companies right now. But anyway, with that, we have that domain that we've been paying for years. I think since 2019 is when we started it.
Okay.
So 2019, we might have been 2020, late 2020. Anyway, we made a website for that, and I didn't want to purchase a domain for this podcast just yet.
Yeah.
Because it's not making money yet. And I am having trouble rationalizing putting a whole lot of money into it. And it's not so much, I don't mind putting money into it, but I don't want to be putting
excessive
$150 into it every year to have a website that gets 4 visitors.
Yeah.
So as of right now, that was a long way to say, as of right now, we have built a sub page kind of on the Ohana Dream Project website, where you can find all things related to this podcast. Simply, the easiest thing to do would be to follow the link in the description and go to the link tree and get the link directly to the website. Alternatively, you could go to ohanadreamproject.com/Noah Parker's World of Wonder.
Nice.
That would take you there to the main homepage for the sub site, I guess. Yeah. But it is a lot to type, so Linktree is probably the way to go. And I think I'll also just have the link to the website in the description below as well. Okay. All that to say, if we can't get this on Instagram, I will have a link directly to the posts there on the website.
Okay. And good thing that you said that on a podcast so you don't forget.
Yes, that was a lot of things to get through to say one small little detail that.
Good.
Anyway, tell me you're dragging on the podcast without telling me you're dragging out the podcast. I am a little bit worried that this podcast is going to be quite a bit shorter than usual, which isn't always a bad thing. But I have a minimum in mind that I would like to stay above, and I promise you I'm not just milking the clock. No. But without any further ado, let's get into some of the things that I picked out kind of just over the last week or two, that I was noticing, ooh, that looks really exciting. Oh, that's something I want to talk about. And so I think we have a few different things here. We do cover a couple different things in Walt Disney World. We have a couple things in Disneyland. Actually, I think we have 3 things in Disneyland, and one is not so much a news thing and more of just I did not realize this thing. And then we do have 1.5 Disney cruise. Okay. No, it's 2. It's 2 Disney Cruise Line related topics. Nice. Anyway, I need to just get into this because I feel like I'm just talking so much.
So the first one.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Is Tiana's Bayou Adventures opening this summer?
Yes.
In 2024.
Yes.
And so there's obviously big changes to the look of the attraction. And so how do we feel about that?
So I shared you a picture on Instagram from Disney Food Blog, which is the first one we're going to be referencing.
Okay.
This is the first time that I might actually like go kind of hard on the editing for this, and I might actually include this in the YouTube video
Okay.
so that it's visible there.
Yeah.
But
see it.
they have a side-by-side photo of Splash Mountain
Yeah.
right after it closed, I think, is when
Yeah.
they took that one, and Tiana's Bayou Adventure as it looks now.
Wow. Yeah, it looks
And it,
very different.
like, you can see like where the ride vehicle comes out of the tunnel and comes down the hill, which is formerly Chickapin Hill. I don't know what the new name for it is, but hopefully they give us
They
one.
take out the tree on the top.
Yeah, they took
Okay.
off like the little tree trunk that was at the top of the mountain.
Okay.
It ain't there no more.
Okay.
Which is one of the biggest differences.
I mean, it looks,
Splash Mountain is lost like at least 8 feet, I think. Maybe only 5. I don't know. That's that forced perspective thing where that little tree stump on the top of it could have only been like a foot tall.
No.
But they did it in such a way that it looks like it's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
But it's lost
maybe.
height. Like Splash Mountain has lost some height.
Yeah, I mean, it looks definitely very different.
It looks
Obviously.
lush.
Like, yeah, very luscious, very like just life of
Lifelike. Yeah.
planet.
Lively.
It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, Moana for some reason.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I had that initial thought, but I didn't want to say it.
Like,
But
like,
yeah,
I
when
don't
I
know, it
first
gives me,
saw it,
like,
I was like, it
Moana.
does give me Moana vibes,
Like-
like very green and
what was the character's name?
Tafiti.
Tafiti. Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of that a little bit for some reason, which is funny. But
I could feel that. My feelings looking at it are kind of mixed because it looks really beautiful.
yeah.
And the Imagineers and the people building it are doing an amazing job of making it look so inviting and warm and, I don't know, exciting, I guess. But I just can't get over where it exists in the land.
Where it exists?
Yes, because
Oh.
it's sitting basically in between Frontier. Well, I mean, it's in Frontierland, but it's sitting between like the main bit of Frontierland and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which are both kind of set in more desert-ish areas.
Oh, so yeah.
So it's like desert, very luscious green, desert, and it feels kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like low key, it's giving me like Garden of Eden vibes.
Oh,
At
yeah,
least
that's
how I
funny.
imagine
Yeah.
Garden of Eden being just this gigantic garden in the middle of nowhere,
Right.
and there's nothing but sand and dirt around it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the vibes I'm getting right there, where it's just like it's just kind of random. There's not a lot of color around there, not a lot of life, and then all of a sudden it's like the most life,
yeah.
full of life thing you've seen, and then
Right. And then back
more
to the desert.
dead. Yeah.
That's interesting.
So that's
That's
I don't know. Like I didn't
that's weird.
get over there when I went on Operation Wonder.
You didn't go over there.
I
so you
didn't go
see it.
on that side of the park because we ended up going late, and I just wanted to ride rides at that point. I was kind of tired and
Yeah.
didn't want to think about filming or
Yeah.
recording or podcast stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't go to that side of the park. So I don't know how I physically feel.
But just looking at.
But just looking at it, that is the
Photo.
vibe I'm getting. That is
Nice.
how I feel like I would feel.
I have a question.
Please.
Is this? Did they add that, or was that
The water
there?
tower?
Yeah.
The water tower has been added.
Okay. So
That
it's
did
been
not exist
added.
previously.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh, and I
looking
did see
at
actually
that.
earlier today, I was watching an All Ears video because I love watching All Ears videos.
Mhm.
And they were, I think they were playing hide and seek, which is one of the fun games that they play in the parks. It's kind of, it's pretty entertaining, honestly. And one of the cast members went over to the restrooms by Tiana's Bayou Adventure, the ones at the exit for formerly Splash Mountain. The ones you pretty much always used when we got, like the ones you went to almost immediately after we got off Splash Mountain every time.
Yeah.
Those restrooms, and they redid the entire like ground over there.
Oh wow.
And I've got to say that like the new metal work that they have for the queue line looks really cool.
Okay.
And so I'm really excited, honestly, to get to go out
Nice.
there and actually see it. And as much as I love Splash Mountain, I'm sad it's gone, but I'm
Yeah.
excited for what's gonna be there.
What's gonna be there?
I'm not excited that it's being replaced, but I'm
Yeah.
excited that they're at least going to have something.
Yeah, right.
And it's going to be
They're
something
not
that they're
just-
putting a lot of effort into.
Right. They're not
And
just,
it's not just getting abandoned.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just abandoning it or demolishing it or anything. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So
cool. Nice.
that's how I feel about Tiana's
Yeah,
Bayou Adventure.
me
I'm
too.
excited for it, but I'm like still sad.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I will be as grudgeful, if that's a word,
Mm.
as I am towards Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for replacing the Great Movie Ride.
Oh yeah.
Like,
That
I
was-
love
hurts
Mickey and Minnie's
more for
Runaway
you.
Railway. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I am so mad at it for taking the place of the Great Movie Ride.
Yeah.
But I feel like my feelings towards Tiana's Bayou Adventure is
Mm.
not the same. Where I'm like, yeah, I'm sad, but I'm not like crushed.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not super sad. But
yeah,
anyway,
I wonder if I would have liked the Great Movie Ride.
I think you
it.
would have, but I think you would like not what the heck, Toy Story. I think you would like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway more.
More, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because yeah, you know me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's better for you.
Nice.
Sad for me.
Sad for you.
Anyway,
Okay.
moving on.
Next
Next topic.
Epcot.
Yeah, I gotta let you talk a little
Okay.
because I'm doing a lot of talking.
Epcot continues its transformation, which is the question now is how soon can we expect Communicore Hall to open?
Yeah.
Late
So,
February of
yeah,
this year? Question mark.
So I Googled it right before we
Mhm.
started because I was like, when are we expecting Communicore Hall to open? Because it's been walled up just as long as everything else. And my discovery was that the most recent article that I saw from a source that I trusted said February 2024.
Yeah,
And I'm like, it is March.
And you went.
And I was there. I
March.
walked past it, and it was most
was-
definitely not open.
It was still the walls.
Still
were
walled off. Yeah.
Mm.
Still very clearly finishing it,
Interesting.
installing
So, what do you think it
side
will
panels.
open?
Based on what I saw,
Mm-hmm.
and I really wish I had ridden the monorail
Mm-hmm.
into Epcot at some point that day to see
To like see more
around.
progress.
I don't know. Like, it looks like they're at least a month or two out, at least.
Okay,
So I'm thinking by early summer, like hopefully by June,
that'd be cool.
it'll get open up.
And what is that again? Going to be?
You
Like,
know,
what
that's a
is-
good question. I'm a little confused exactly what's going in there. I know there's going to be a Mickey and Friends meet and greet in there.
Let me look it up.
I'm on Walt Disney World
Communicore.
News Today's website, and I'm looking at an article called "Confirmed Communicore Hall, Communicore Plaza delayed until 2024 at Epcot," which is an article that they published back on December 5th of 23, and they had already mentioned that it was going to be later than 20, because that was, I think, December 6th is when most of new Epcot opened, New Future World, or what is it, World Celebration Gardens.
Yeah.
It was supposed to open with all of that, and it didn't. And so their article was projecting February. And
Yeah, I'm like trying to.
I haven't got
find-
anything updated, but
Yeah,
let's
I'm
see.
like looking at I'm looking at a website called DisneyTouristBlog.com, and it's talking about like how Epcot is now unified with 4 neighborhoods, which is not new though. The World Showcase, World Celebration, World Nature, and World Discovery. But then it says something about 5 years ago at the D23 Expo Parks and Resorts panel, the company announced the overhaul of Future World and flash concept art on screen. Blah, blah, blah. 3 years. The map remains accurate, but okay, what the heck? We'll get to the point. For a while, we've been in the dark.
I have a short answer about Communicore Hall, if that's
Walt
what you
Disney
want.
World's current vision for Epcot's transformation as plans were put on hold. Okay. I don't know.
The question was, what is going to be there, right?
Yeah.
I have an answer. Let me just...
Oh, it is going to be there.
Simple. Okay, so when it opens, it will include a new permanent Mickey and Friends meet and greet, which I talked about.
Okay.
And it will also... there it is. There will also be a demo kitchen, which I couldn't tell you what that means. Like, is that a kitchen demonstrating, like,
What?
world cuisine?
Okay,
Is it,
interesting?
like, product demonstrations? Like, what are they demonstrating?
Yeah.
I don't know what a demonstration kitchen is.
We'll find out.
I guess we'll find out. It will also include a gallery space. So there's going to be some kind of gallery, which is kind of cool. And a mixology bar. So we will have a new place to get some cocktails while we're there.
Nice. I like that.
And then it will also have a stage for live performances.
Okay, cool.
So that's what we're waiting for.
Nice.
The Mickey and Friends meet and greet. I think that's going to be cool,
Mhm.
but it's not like you can't meet them now. So it's
Right.
okay.
No, yeah.
They're just kind of spread out. Like Daisy and Pluto, I think, had meet and greets down in in the World Celebration Gardens. You can meet Goofy in front of Spaceship Earth. And I don't know, there's Mickey and Minnie are around somewhere. They're like very spread out there, but this looks like it'll bring them all to a central location.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
So that will be fun.
Yeah.
And it'll make it a lot easier to get the meet and greets you want, especially if you've got kiddos, and that's what you're going to the meet and greets for, because then they don't have to haul them all the way across the park.
The OG characters.
Yes, the Fab Five. It's probably 6, I would guess. I would guess it'd be the 6. So it'd be Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy.
Let me guess. Mickey, Minnie, Donald. So Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and you said there's one more or two?
Two more. 6.
Goofy. No, not Goofy.
You already said Goofy.
I already said Goofy. The heck? 2 more. I don't know. Wait, what the heck?
What's funny is that I've said all of them.
You said all of them?
Yes.
Already?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What? Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy.
There's one.
Goofy.
One more.
And who is it? Is it just one? Well, yeah, just one.
Just
more.
one more. Yep.
Pluto?
Yeah, Pluto.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You remember when I said
Yeah.
that? But it does specifically say Mickey and Friends, so it could literally be anyone. I feel like from
friends with everyone.
Well, I don't know if I would say Mickey's necessarily friends with Pete.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like it could be anyone, like Professor Von Drake, Scrooge McDuck. I don't know.
Okay.
Like we could get a lot.
But
Anywho,
that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be fun.
yeah. So I don't know. My guess is mid June, maybe beginning of June.
Yeah,
We could see
That'd be
Communicore Hall open,
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
but I wish they would just do it, get it done. But
yeah, that's a lot. They have a lot of just things they're doing in Walt Disney World right now, though, I feel like. So the next one we're going to react to is the Flower and Garden Festival starts new projection mapped topiaries from Coco
yes,
and more.
nah, just Coco.
So when I read that, new projection mapped, what are topiaries?
Topiaries are like the plants, the flowers that are made to look like characters.
Oh, nice. Okay, so they're gonna have those. Okay, like more of just like Coco characters.
No. They have started projection mapping onto the topiaries.
Oh, on to the already.
Yes.
They're putting projections on it.
Yes.
Like what kind of? Let me look.
Well,
At it again.
in this particular case, I don't know if they have other ones, but this is the one that they posted on Walt Disney World News today.
It at night only, I assume, right?
Well, yeah, because during the
Okay.
day it would be too bright.
Yeah, so
But-
you can't see it.
But yeah, I think
So,
you asked what they were what projection they were doing on it.
Yeah, like
In the particular case of Coco, the dog from Coco. I looked up his name earlier, and now I can't remember what it was. Did I write it down? No, I didn't.
No.
I forgot the name of the dog from Coco, but he's a very vibrant, colored friend,
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
And it's very hard to do the kind of neon vibrant colors that he is out of flowers that exist
Right.
naturally.
Right.
So basically the nighttime projection of him is
Mm.
just giving him his actual color.
More okay. Nice.
Which is, I think it looks pretty cool, to be
Yeah, it
honest.
looks nice.
I
Looks
could
cool.
see it being used really creatively in the
Mhm.
future. I could see it adding a lot to some topiaries.
Yeah.
I also kind of feel like using projection mapping on a topiary kind of defeats the purpose.
Right.
Although I guess during the day it would still be colorful
Yeah.
with natural flowers, and then at
Right.
night is when you would get the projection mapping, which you wouldn't necessarily be able to really appreciate its natural beauty anyway at night. So maybe
That's
it's okay.
true. Yeah,
Maybe it's
that
okay.
makes sense. Yeah, now you think about it like that. Yeah.
I had to talk through that one, but I think
Yeah.
at the end I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't want them to
I-
use it too much, but I could see some other situations where it would be cool.
Yeah, like the fireworks. They used to not have projection mapping during fireworks, right? So, yeah. So when I saw it, like it was like, it was like a moment where I was like, whoa, like technology.
Yeah.
We're living in the future. Like, I don't know. It was
Yeah.
kind of, I mean, and for me anyway, I mean, like, cause like I was just, raised as like, just fireworks, like fireworks show is just fireworks show. But now they're like adding all these projection mappings, and like now there's drones, and now there's like drone shows, and so it's just,
Yeah.
they're all
that's
the
fair.
technology.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It is
But it's
crazy,
cool.
but it is cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next thing I found that I thought was worth note, but I don't really have a lot to say about, to be honest,
Mhm.
is just simply that Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point, which is in the Bahamas, and that's Disney's newest private island, which is going to be joining Castaway Key.
Oh, okay.
That one is actually opening in June, and
Okay.
I've seen a picture of some of it, and I don't know if it's like cabanas or what, but there's an area that looks really cool.
Nice.
That's really all I had to say about that. It's kind of
Okay.
cool that Disney has their own private island, and now they're like
Mhm.
building another one.
Wow.
I think it's cool. I don't really have a lot
Impressive.
to say other than simply just that it'll be open in June.
Okay, it's impressive.
Yeah.
Next one is a new Moana show will debut. I said it right. I was gonna say debut. On the Disney Treasure when it sets sail in December of this year. Probably gonna do our first cruise on this ship. That'll be cool.
Yes,
Okay,
I
then.
love that you read what I wrote
I know.
verbatim.
Yeah, so a new Moana show. Okay, that's a cool. And the Disney Treasure. Where
Mhm.
the Disney Treasure goes where again?
Well, it doesn't go anywhere right now.
Oh, it's new.
Yeah,
Like a
it
whole
is
new-
setting sail in December of this year.
I thought Disney Treasure was like a Disney Wish,
No, Wish is the most recent current one.
Mm.
The Disney Treasure is its sister ship that is
And it hasn't
still being
even-
finished.
Oh, okay.
It's as far as I
didn't
mean,
know that.
obviously it's setting sail in December, so it's probably pretty darn close to being. It's probably fully built
Mm.
by this point, and they're decorating it. I'm sure it's been fully built for a year or two now, honestly,
December
but it's
this
being
year.
decorated and outfitted with all of its
Cool.
accoutrements for.
We're hoping to go on a cruise on our
Yes.
fifth year anniversary. So.
Which is next year.
Yeah, which is crazy. Is that really
So,
next year?
No,
No, 2
sorry, it's not.
years.
It's 2026.
2 years, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
years.
because we got married in 21.
Yeah.
So yes,
Mhm,
2026,
2 years. Mhm.
and this I think the Disney Treasure or the Disney Wish
Mhm.
is at the top of my list for
Okay,
the ship
yeah.
I want to go on.
Awesome. But that's
Um,
cool that they're gonna do a Moana show.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. I saw it and I was thinking about it, and I was like, I'm so fed up with Frozen.
I like Moana.
I like Moana
I-
a lot
I
more.
know, same. I like Moana way better.
Like
than
to the
Frozen.
point where when we're done here, I think I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, like we haven't actually. I
we
haven't
haven't
watched
watched it in a while. Yeah, and I want to.
The next movies, honestly, babe, that I want to see is Moana, and then like I could watch all of Toy Story again.
Yeah,
I love Toy Story. Like you
I feel
started
like
playing
I
it last
just
night.
okay.
Yeah, you started playing it
I
last
just
night.
started it. We just watched it recently.
Yeah, you started
Yeah.
playing it last night, and I was like, actually really want to watch this show. So
Yeah.
or not show, the movies again.
We'll make that our movie
Like,
project.
yeah.
Should we do Moana first and then
Yeah.
start it? Okay.
Mhm.
Because otherwise it's gonna be like
Yeah.
4 weeks away because we don't get to watch movies terribly often
Yeah, true.
together. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
that's cool.
So I'm
That's
excited for the
exciting.
treasure in general.
Mhm.
And I'm excited for. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was getting sidetracked. I was trying to remember what I was thinking.
Oh, sorry.
But no, yeah, I do like Moana a lot more. I am a little
Mhm.
nervous that I'm going to start getting to the point with Moana where I'm like, okay, this is enough. Like, let's calm it down. But I don't think I will, because I think the reason that Frozen got old so fast is because as soon as it came out, you
Another
couldn't
one
go
came out.
anywhere without hearing Let It Go.
Mhm. Yeah, true.
Like a little kid singing it being played on the
Yeah.
radio or whatever it may be. Like,
Mhm.
you were hearing that song 4 to 5 times a day,
Yeah.
guaranteed, no matter what.
Yeah, true.
And I don't think that happened with Moana, not to my
No.
knowledge. I mean, I really like all the songs in it,
Yeah, and
except
they're
for
catchy.
Shiny. I don't think I like
Oh.
Shiny that much. It's probably the worst song in the movie.
Yeah,
But
they're catchy songs.
they are.
and
they're good.
Yeah, they're
and
good.
they're not overplayed. And I think that's
Yeah.
why I'm totally excited for this and fine with it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
So moving on,
Mhm.
so that took care of our Walt Disney World info
Mhm.
and our Disney Cruise Line info. So
Disneyland.
I have 3 things in Disneyland.
Okay.
The first one, as I mentioned previously, is kind of less news and more like I did not realize this was a thing.
Mhm.
And it was kind of cool. And that is that apparently Disney's California Adventure also has a food and wine festival.
Have they always had it?
I don't know. I did not do any further research on it. I saw pictures and I got excited, and that was as far as that went.
Huh.
But now that you've asked, I will go do
Yeah,
that.
you should look it up.
Go ahead and chat. Just say stuff. I don't know.
Okay. Disney California Adventure is probably my favorite side of Disneyland. Well, yeah, it's either literally Disneyland or Disney California Adventure. So that's really cool that they're doing that. The Food and Wine Festival.
Did I write DCL in our notes?
No,
No, I wrote DCA.
you said
Okay.
DCA. Disney California Lounge.
Right.
No. Disney California Adventure is... I honestly like I already said, I like it better than Disneyland. But Disneyland is nice too. I like it but
Okay, I have an answer,
Okay.
a quick answer, just from Wikipedia, so this may not be completely accurate information, but probably. The festival has been held annually since 2006.
Oh, okay, so they have had it for a
Yeah, so it's
while.
been around for almost as long as the one in Disneyland World has, but not quite. But
I wonder if they do like the same, like
I don't think it's exactly the same, but it's probably
same
very
theme or
close to,
whatever.
very similar.
Because like Epcot and Walt Disney World just had their garden one, right? Their
Flower and Garden. That's
Flower
happening right
Garden.
now.
Okay, yeah, right now. So I wonder if they're doing that too, right now in Disneyland.
No.
Or in Disney.
I know for
No?
sure that
Okay.
they don't do that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Food and Wine Festival is the only one that they do.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm thinking of something else. Okay.
Yeah,
Food
but
and
I don't think it's at the same
That's cool.
time.
Wine.
But so yeah,
That's cool.
They didn't do it in 2011. They didn't do 2011 through 2015 apparently.
Through 2000.
Yeah, because that was when DCA was going through its major overhaul. And then it also didn't happen in 2021 because of the pandemic. So it makes sense. I didn't realize it's been around that long.
Cool. What are you looking up?
I'm just looking to see actually if I'm wrong
With what?
about Disney about DCA festivals. If I'm wrong and there are in fact. Okay.
Or in fact what?
They do one other festival at DCA.
Oh, what else do we do?
And that is the Festival of the Holidays.
Oh. Okay, nice.
So there you go.
Cool.
Anyway, I saw that. I was like mind blown. And now I'm realizing that it's Excuse me, it's been a thing for quite some time. So
Nice.
anyway,
Cool.
moving on. Second to last is
New.
something I'm excited about, but it's because I'm a Disney World. I'm a Disney Worlder, and this was something that when I went to Disneyland kind of blew my mind.
It is the new Magic Band Plus. Well, I don't know what you mean by turnstiles.
You don't know what turnstiles are?
No, I do not. Oh, is that like the flippy? Like, I don't know.
No. The turnstile is like when you scan in your Magic Band at Disney World, and then you walk through the gate.
Oh.
Technically, it's called a turnstile. It's a loose term because a turnstile is really
They never had it at Disneyland?
not for Magic Band. You remember when we went, we tapped in with our phones?
Oh, yeah.
And they literally just had like an iPhone. They just touched it, and you had to go through the thing that actually like spun.
Yeah.
Like with the three arms that stick out.
Oh, wow.
That's a turnstile. It's where the three arms stick out and you like walk into it and it rotates. That's what a turnstile actually is. So they're using the term very loosely here to call these turnstiles because they have little doors at the end. Kind of more like New York subway style, I think, anyway. I don't know. I've never been on the subway, so I couldn't say for certain, but from what I've seen in videos and stuff. So yeah, they've installed touch points for Magic Band Plus and new turnstiles, so they have like
just
glass
Magic
gates.
Band. So like if I had more my, what's it called, my band, it wouldn't work.
Not your regular Magic Band.
I would still have to use my phone.
Yeah. But your Magic Band Plus, which we both have, would. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder why but like in Disney World they have the Magic Band Plus and just the normal band.
Yeah, that's because the Magic Band was created for Disney World.
Oh.
And it's got technology in it that hasn't been implemented at Disneyland, and it would be more expensive to go back and to like make it function there while also making Magic Band Plus function. They might as well just start with Magic Band Plus.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. I think part of the problem might be that you can't use the regular Magic Bands anywhere but Disney World, but Magic Band Plus you can use at Disneyland or Disney World.
Right.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but on the side note, I think I talk about this. I think next week you guys will hear me talk about this again, but I'm just going to briefly mention it because it irritated me. When I was in Disney World last week with my mom and dad, we went to Galaxy's Edge so I could do the Batu bounty hunting that we spent like 3 hours doing when we were there for my birthday in Disneyland. But this time I was in Disney World. None of my information transferred over. So I had to start over from scratch, and it made me so mad because I was like, I'm about to be a master bounty hunter, and they're like, not bad for a beginner, and I'm like,
for a beginner.
But anyway, you'll probably hear me talk about that next week because yes, when I was down there, I recorded an episode with my mom, and that episode is not slated to come out till next week because that's when the in-park Disney epigoodness come out. So that's
look forward to that.
The thing. Yeah, be excited. Be as excited as I was when it happened, and not. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
golly.
we're gonna move on to biggest news we want to talk about, which is the huge plans for Disneyland Resort.
Yes. So.
Huge plans.
Yeah, it was announced recently, only a few days ago. I want to say it was on the 12th. No, it's today. Today's the 13th. So it was announced on the 11th that they have some.
Which Disneyland Resort?
There is only one Disneyland Resort.
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry. I'm thinking Disney World again. Then I said Disneyland coming out of my mouth.
Okay.
Sorry.
So yes, in the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California, they have announced. I have to pull it up here because there's some intel. Did you send it with me?
Yes, on Instagram.
It was the first one I sent you that I said you need to look at this before the podcast.
Sorry. I did look at it, but
okay, so this is from Disneyland News Today. I am looking at their Instagram post, and I'm going to try to paraphrase what they've written here, so I'm not straight up plagiarizing. But I am sourcing them, so I guess I could just read it, right? So, I'll just read it because it is from Disneyland News Today. Wonderful Instagram page. Head over there if you guys are interested. But it says, breaking Disneyland forward proposal for Disneyland Resort expansion approved by Anaheim Planning Commission. The Anaheim Planning Commission approved the Disneyland Forward project proposal in a vote at their Monday, March 11th, 2024 meeting. And then you can get more information by going to the Disneyland News Today blog and finding a full article. So basically, what we have here is two gentlemen whose names escape me. This isn't the one that I was looking for earlier. There was a map of the projected, or of the.
I don't think you sent that to me.
I don't think I did. I thought I did, but now I'm looking at it and I don't think that's what I actually sent. They had like a map of what
was going to be expanding.
It was basically a map of what they're looking to do. Some of it includes bringing an Avatar-themed land into DCA.
Nice.
Or Bob Iger said that they have enough land behind Disneyland Park that they could put it in behind Tomorrowland. But one of the things that I saw on a map, I don't know where it is now. I have to find it so I can share it somewhere. But it was basically showing that there's a possible park expansion. I don't know if it would be technically a third gate for Disneyland.
Oh, is it here?
If it would be like more of a park in the terms of like Central Park kind of park, where it's not really ride oriented so much or ticketed kind of thing. I don't know. I was a little confused by their terminology on it, but it was basically all of the land directly behind Pixar Palace Hotel.
Oh, wow.
Basically wrapping around the hotel.
Wow.
And like it's big enough that they could 100% fit a third gate, like a full theme park over there. And I think it actually did say theme park.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
wow, they're expanding.
I don't know where I saw that map, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm gonna see if I saw it on Disney Food Blog.
You sent me a reel of Pixar Fest, but I don't even know if we're talking about that.
No.
Okay.
That was something I thought about throwing in, but I decided not to because it's not. I mean, it's, I guess you can briefly talk about what you see there.
Okay, while you're trying to find it.
Yeah.
So Pixar Fest is coming to Disneyland Resort. And so like they'll have, let's see what it says here. New floats revealed for Better Together, Pixar Palace Celebration Parade. So they'll have new floats coming up. And they'll have Hollywood Land nighttime parties return with Club Pixar at Disney California Adventure, which is interesting. Very cool. Very cool. And then they'll also have an Alien Pizza Planet Truck popcorn bucket coming to Disneyland Resort for Pixar.
I want that so bad. When I saw that, I'm like, I don't know how, but I need to get to Disneyland so I can get the stupid popcorn bucket.
And food booths. Oh, that cake looks so good.
Small potatoes. I need the popcorn bucket. Okay, I just sent you a new one from Disney Food Blog where they have the map of
you found it.
What they're thinking it looks like. So basically right behind Pixar Palace Hotel, right across Disneyland Drive from DCA and Disneyland Park, they have just an arrow pointing at that land, and it says possible immersive theme park. Could include hotel, retail, dining, and entertainment. It's like the third picture over on that post. Fourth.
Wait, what? Where'd you send it to me?
I sent it to you on Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram.
Where I sent everything else.
Okay.
There's also a new parking structure proposed across from Harbor Boulevard, on the opposite side of Disneyland from Pixar Palace.
Jeez, 1.9 billion.
Yeah. Yeah, they have been given a little bit of money. Okay, here's one of the things I wanted to talk about here, because I got actually a little bit mad earlier today. because I was scrolling down TikTok or Instagram or something, Instagram shorts or reels or whatever they call them. And I saw a video of someone riding the rocket rods, which is what Michael Eisner turned the People Mover into in Disneyland. And then I saw this $1.9 billion budget. And I'm like, can you please allocate whatever of that you need to fixing the freaking People Mover? Because it was killed. It was murdered. And it needs to be back. And they clearly have enough money that they could fix it. And I know it's going to be expensive. I know it would be very expensive. And that's why they haven't done it yet. But I'm like, can you please fix it? Like, that's all I ask. I don't care if you guys add a third gate. I'm sure it'd be cool, but please fix the freaking People Mover, because
it broke.
That was.
When did it break?
It didn't break. Oh. It was murdered.
Murdered.
Yeah, by Michael Eisner.
Like they shut the project down.
No. The Wedway People Mover. You know the People Mover.
Did I write it?
Yes, but we're talking about Disneyland here, darling.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
There's the People Mover in Walt Disney World. Which is one version of it. That's like a more modern, like hyped up version, or not hyped up version, but like more modernized version. In Disneyland, Walt had built the Wedway People Mover, which was meant to be an actual demonstration of what an actual People Mover used in real city transportation would look like and how it would function. And it was really cool. And I'll show you a video of it afterwards. And Michael Eisner, in his infinite wisdom, decided, you know what we should do? We should replace it with like a Jules Verne style, like inspired attraction. And they did. And what they did is they built what they called rocket rods, which was a more thrilling version. It was more thrilling than the People Mover by far, which is fine, but not there. If you need thrill, go put it somewhere else. Not because they ended up building it on top of a structure, a cement structure that was designed for slow moving vehicles. And basically it had a very hard launch. It wasn't very fast. Like it was maybe like 10 miles an hour. But when you're up high and you accelerate to 10 miles an hour rapidly, it feels really fast. But it was putting a lot of strain on the supports because they weren't meant to be
like
launching, like handling cars turning at any kind of speed. And it broke. They started cracking the supports and the foundations for this for it, and they stopped using it. They shut it down, and it's been abandoned forever. And it breaks my heart.
That's crazy. Wow.
But please, Disney, please
fix it.
Just put some of that $1.9 billion to fixing it. Like, I'm sure that there's enough budget in there to fix it. Just fix it. I don't care about Disco Yeti. Don't fix the Yeti. Fine, don't fix the Yeti. But please fix the People Mover in Disneyland.
Yes.
I say that as if like I go there all the time, and I enjoyed it at one point in my life. But it's fine. It is what it is. Anyway, we'll move on. But there's a lot of cool things that they look like they're planning to do. There's like possible
like new merchandise,
California Adventure expansion, possible Disneyland expansions,
new merchandise, and all of bunches. I mean, they always probably do that.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at this map a little bit closer. It kind of looks like the new immersive park that is going to be across the street from Disneyland Way is actually going to be split. Like some of it will be connected to Disneyland Park, and some of it will be connected to Disney's California Adventure, and some of it will be connected to DCA or to Downtown Disney District. Which actually this stuff looks like it would already be Downtown Disney. But it basically looks like it would essentially move the gates for Disneyland Park and California Adventure into like the main Downtown Disney District area right in front of the Disneyland Hotel. Kind of cool. I'm excited for it. I don't care what they do. I mean, I do, but like I want to see it. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah,
It'd be cool to see Disneyland Park get bigger, because I think once they
Mhm.
opened DCA, kind of everyone assumed that was as much as they could do. But it looks like they have
Yeah, they're gonna
found
keep
a
going.
lot more land that they can use.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Awesome.
cool.
That'll be
Lots
very
of exciting
cool.
things coming to
Mhm.
Disneyland. That's
Mhm.
huge.
That is huge.
So hopefully we'll
Mhm.
get some announcements like that for Disney World too, and they'll start like bringing us new things too. Maybe we'll get a fifth gate in Disneyland
Oh
or
my
Disney World.
goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine.
But yeah, that's pretty much all the news that I feel like we needed to catch up on. I think that's the most important stuff going on right now, with just a single didn't realize this thing thrown in the middle.
Yeah.
I already kind of talked about it, but you can we'll put links to all the people I like to follow for Disneyland and Disney World and Disney Cruise Line news down in the description of the TikTok, not the TikTok, of the of the audio version of the podcast and the video version. Speaking of which, if you are listening to us and you want a video version of the podcast, you can find that by going to youtube.com/Noah Parker _channel, or by typing Noah Parker _channel in the search bar. You can find my channel that way as well. If you're looking at a picture of a dude, that's not me. Mine's a blue circle. It just says
No
Noah
dude.
Parker channel. Yeah, no dude. I did not put my face in there. And then vice versa, if you are watching on YouTube and you want an audio only version because you don't want to pay those crazy YouTube music subscription fees, you can find us on all major podcast platforms, specifically Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, and Castbox. Recently I learned that apparently you can have podcasts on Audible. I'm not on Audible. Maybe I'll figure out how to get on there soon. But I think most people are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. So wherever you are listening, though, if you guys would kindly leave a like and a rating, a review, share it with your friends, share it with your family,
Share it with your dog.
share it with
Share it with your coworkers.
your coworkers, your great aunt,
Your sister.
brother,
Your stepsister. Sister-in-law.
sister. Yeah. Share it with the guy that is eyeballing you from across the cafe because he's weird. I don't know.
There you go.
You can also find us on TikTok and Instagram by going to by searching for @Noah Parker's World of Wonder. That is where my beautiful wife posts the lovely the shorts, reels. That's where she posts the lovely shorts and reels and all that jazz so that you guys can enjoy brief snippets of the podcast. And also, you know what? Let me know if you are here because of one of those videos. I would love to know that. I'm sure that a lot of you are, or at least a few of you are. Some of you are here from finding it other ways, but let's see. I already talked about what's going on next week. I was like, I got to think about what's happening next week. No, next week is going to be Mom and I talking about our experience at the Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot that I got to join them on this year. And we got to do some other stuff that we talked about in there too. And I'm excited for that one to come out. It's already been shot, and it's actually the first one that was shot with our new camera that is also not recording anymore. So we got a new camera so that we're not using an iPhone anymore because that was causing me more headaches than it was worth. And let's see, what else did we do?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Like,
I think that's all.
like, what do you mean?
We'll be talking about Flower and Garden next time, but until then, guys, let the wonder take hold.